Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Hope you are all doing well out there. So I got a ton of autographs for 2019, a lot of heavy hitters and total grail autographs that I never thought that I would ever be able to get my hands on. So I'm insanely stoked with the year. I don't think 2019 could ever be topped as far as autograph collecting for me. So I got a ton of awesome stuff. I want to just kind of show everything that I picked up over the course of 2019 here to start fresh into 2020. And we'll kind of see where this year brings us, because the convention circuit keeps getting bigger, more and more guests keep coming out, so it's becoming way more accessible to meet and get autographs for these people that seemed impossible just a couple years ago even. So I'm really excited to show these here. I'm super proud and happy of all the autographs I have in my collection, but this year in particular was just an absolute epic journey for sure. So I'm going to show these off here. For the most part, they're all kind of up on the walls around the house, so I'm going to kind of be running around showing everything. I pulled a couple of things out. The only things that I am not pulling out, I've got an original Monster Squad poster signed by Fred Decker, and then they had a huge Night of the Creeps reunion at Flashback Weekend in Rosemont here, which is just a little bit north of Chicago. Awesome convention. Just those are buried so deep with a bunch of other things in poster tubes back in the closet, so I just didn't want to go crazy digging all that out. If you follow my Instagram, though, I did post those on the Instagram. It's at Bootzilla111, same exact thing as the YouTube here. So go check them out there if you'd like. And a lot of these things I did post up on there as well. But nevertheless, going to dive into these here and hopefully try to not make this too long. It's probably going to be a little bit lengthy because there's a lot to go through. But first one we'll kind of kick in with here. Bloodsport autographs, man. These, I am like so stoked with these here. So you got Bolo Young here, of course, it was Chung-Li. Your main villain, antagonist throughout the movie, and then right there, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Frank Dukes, and these are so cool. This came from Authentic Signings, and there's certificates up there. So these ones here, I don't order autographs much. There's only a small handful that I've ever ordered, but these ones here I had to because I never knew I was going to come across anything like these again. But it's so cool. These are the shorts that they wore in their last or their only battle in the Bloodsport tournament there, so absolutely cool. And these are in shadow boxes. I've never mounted in shadow boxes before. This is the first time I'd ever done it, and I'm super stoked with how this turned out here. It was a tedious journey to get this in here the way I wanted it and to make it look nice and displayable, but I'm really happy with the way that turned out. Next here, Jeff Goldblum, baby. I'm so pumped about this one here too. Jeff Goldblum is just a fantastic human being. The guy is so magical. That's like the only word I could think to describe him. And if you're not watching his show on Disney Plus, the National Geographic show that he's with on there, it is amazing. If you like Jeff Goldblum, got to get on that ASAP. This here, gorgeous artwork from Jim Ferguson. Jim's a super cool dude. I got a ton of his art here, and I thought there was no better way to get Goldblum than on this here. And the interesting thing, too, he signs so weird. So when he was signing this, he kind of holds the pen out like this in between these two fingers here and just kind of scribbles. And he was looking like into my eyes the whole time. So the whole time he's doing the signature, he's staring like into my eyes and he's just scribbling down. So it's a very interesting signature, very unique. And I kind of dig it for that reason too. I guess you'd expect nothing, less from Jeff Goldblum on that there. So flipping around, still got Christmas tree stuff up. This is another one that I ordered. This came through Official Pick. So this is an original Terminator 2 poster here, so it's rolled, original, everything, and they had a reunion out in Silicon Valley, and Official Picks got the signing rights there to work with a private signing for them there, but there right there is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, that's legendary right there. That's one of those autographs. I mean, same thing with Van Damme. These are kind of like, your childhood action heroes, martial arts heroes and stuff. It's just like you never thought that you would have something that something like this, like an autograph from them, or get a chance to meet them. I wish I could have went out there. It was over my daughter's birthday weekend, so there was no way I was going to be able to fly out there. Otherwise, I would have been there in a heartbeat. So I had to take advantage of getting this here. Robert Patrick, of course, the T-1000, one of the greatest villains of all time. And Terminator 2, man, just one of the greatest films of all time, too. But these two right there, monumental signatures right up on the top. I'm hoping Linda Hamilton does something eventually where we can get around to getting her added on. There is Edward Furlong, of course, John Connor, Jeanette Goldstein, was the stepmom in the movie. Awesome scene there where she just kind of like sticks her arm out when she is the T-1000 and, slaughters the hubby, which is super neat. And then Danny Cooksey, who was his friend that they're kind of, riding around on the motorcycle on, who kind of signed this like a chump a bit. I guess he was just ripping through markers and signing just really hard and aggressive, and that's kind of what happens. It gets a dead effect, but not too terrible. But the piece itself is just amazing. I'm really, really stoked to have this here. I'm hoping to add a couple more people to this eventually. Linda Hamilton would be huge, and if James Cameron, if there was ever a chance to get him, I would hop on that in a heartbeat. Flash over here. So here is the Evil Dead trilogy. So these are all these posters here too. They're all 27 by 40 or 41, depending on the year they were released. So they're all full-size movie posters. But so this year I already have filled out. So this is the Evil Dead poster. Sorry for the glare there, but Bruce Campbell up top here, the whole cast and such. But this was the Grail right there, Sam Raimi, who signed it. Beware the Evil Dead. So stoked to meet Sam Raimi. I can't even believe that I met Sam Raimi. Between Evil Dead and Phantasm, I mean, those are the horror movies that really kind of shaped me and really sucked me into the horror genre. And I've met all the Phantasm crew and Don Coscarelli. So now to meet Sam Raimi, it's just like, oh my gosh, man, it's just unbelievable. Got Sam again there on the Evil Dead 2 poster, and then his brother Ted Raimi. So super stoked to have those. Right here, you got Robert Kurtzman, who did special effects and such. So super cool to have him there. Bruce again, other cast from previous conventions. And then this year, this is an original. So these two posters, these are reprints for Evil Dead 1 and 2, but the Army of Darkness, this one is an original. So I got Bruce on this one here at Flashback Weekend, so I had him sign it, Stay Groovy, which is super neat. And he's kind of got a very like quick, sloppy signature. If you look at this one, and this one in Evil Dead 2, real quick, real sloppy. But you look at this one on the Evil Dead 1, that right there is the nicest Bruce Campbell signature I have ever seen. Out of all the signatures I've seen people post and put up, like that one is clean and clear. Like that might be the best Bruce Campbell signature that's out there. So if you got a Bruce Campbell signature, I'd love to see it and challenge me on that, because I want to see a signature better than that one of his, because he just scribbles it on there, and I guess it's just his personality. But then you got Robert Kurtzman here again, who signed it Lick My Boomstick. I guess him and Bruce, what he was telling me, kind of have a going thing on the Army of Darkness poster. Whoever can sign like over his private area first. So Kurtzman got it first, so that's how that went down. Ted Raimi on here again. And then, of course, I'll get this glare out of here, hopefully. I'll lean out. There's Sam Raimi again. So had Sam on all of them, Ted Raimi, Robert Kurtzman, got Bruce on the Army of Darkness, so really, really pumped to have all of those there. Gonna fly over here to my Rogue One. This is also an original. Other signatures that I've accumulated previously, but the new one on here was from Celebration this year, and that's Paul Casey, who was Admiral Raddus. So super cool to get that. I would love to fill this poster out some more. I am a huge fan of Rogue One. I absolutely just love and adore this movie. So like getting Donnie Yen on there would be cool, but previously got Forrest Whitaker, Alan Tudyk, Felicity Jones, and then also Riz Ahmed over here. So it's great signatures on there. I'm looking forward to hopefully getting some more on that. And we'll fly to the back room here real quick. Got a Back to the Future poster here. So this is an original as well. They had a reunion down in Dallas this year, so I was super stoked to go down there with my buddy John. I got to meet the cast here, and in person, Michael J. Fox signature, which was super, super cool. It was very limited, probably I think to a couple hundred people or something, whatever it was, but got to meet Michael J. Fox. It was super quick because they, of course, are trying to push everybody through real fast because, he's got Parkinson's and such, so the fact that he's out here doing this, they want to be respectful and stuff, but it was cool. I mean, being right there watching him sign the poster was just incredible. So Michael J. Fox up there. Come down, you got Tom Wilson, Leah Thompson, Christopher Lloyd, of course. Met Billy Zane, who's just another scribble signature, so super sloppy signature, but Billy Zane you've got on there. James Tolkien, and this is super cool too, Drew Struzan, who is the creator of the Back to the Future poster for the whole trilogy there. So there's his signature on the poster, as it was with the original art when they printed everything, and then 34 years later, there he is signing this original print here. And it's a rolled poster too, so super, super proud of this here. This is another one. Never thought in a million years you'd be meeting these people. I know some of them kind of hit the circuit regularly. Christopher Lloyd you can find every once in a while. Billy Zane's been popping up quite a bit. But Michael J. Fox, I mean, dude, so cool. I mean, it's unbelievable that Michael J. Fox was out there doing stuff. And from what I heard, he might not be doing stuff anymore. So glad that we were able to hop on that opportunity. Here is another awesome signature, man. Dolph Lundgren, Ivan Drago, of course, from the Rocky movies. This is killer, man. And of course, on a tough wear glove, which is the gloves that they wore in Rocky IV. So I'm really stoked to have that one there. I've got a Carl Weathers one down here as well, but that was not taken this year. This one I got earlier in March. And flashing around here. Let's see, what do we got? I'm missing something. Oh, got the Halloween ones up here, which I need a chair to stand on so I can get a decent shot of these. As soon as I can get this pulled out. Alright, so Halloween this year, also at Monster Mania out in New Jersey. So we got Will Sandin, who was young Michael, so in the beginning of the movie, real quick, but still, I mean, anybody that's a part of these movies and, you know, tied to Michael Myers, of course, too. I mean, it's super cool. He's a little boy, of course, in the beginning who kills his sister. Sandy Johnson, right here, who is the sister Judith, so got her, super cool. All these people are like really, really nice too. It's like a pleasure to meet them because it's some of these people. I mean, you meet like some of these bigger stars and stuff. Like they're moving people quick to get through the line, but some of these other people you get to sit and talk with for a while. They're all fantastic. And here you got Mickey Ablins, who was Richie, little boy, was kind of little jerk off picking on Tommy Doyle and stuff. So got those there, and we will bounce down here. Finish up the Star Wars signatures. This is another monumental one right here. J.J. Abrams. So ran into him at Celebration when they were kind of doing like the post interviews with everybody after they did the big panel. They had a little window that you could catch them in, and some people were stopping and signing. JJ signed probably 10 things max, and luckily I got in there and got one. I just kind of threw my arm over his shoulders. He was kind of poking through the crowd, and luckily he grabbed and signed, so that is unbelievable right there. That's a cherishable signature right there. And then you got Lorraine Johnson, who I met at a previous celebration. So cool to have his signature. I'm not too proud of The Last Jedi, but there's Ryan Johnson too. Then you've got Dave Filoni down here. And if you know Star Wars, of course, with all the animated stuff, and then also now The Mandalorian. So Dave Filoni, he was just walking the floor. So grabbed him. Oscar Isaac here, and I caught Oscar the same way as I did JJ. And there's one more in here. I got two from Celebration. Yeah, so I got Doug Chang, which was really cool to grab him. Not a lot of people probably know him by name, but if you saw his picture, you probably would recognize him. So take a peek. But Doug Chang, he did so much of like the storyboard artwork and stuff like that, and just creating like all the new set locations. You know what I mean? Like all the art and stuff for the prequels. And I believe he worked on The Force Awakens as well. Don't quote me on that, but super, super cool to have that there. And then wrapping this up here, last but not least, because there's one more that I'll talk about briefly. This is an amazing piece of art here for Avengers Infinity War. And right there, Joe Russo. So that's another just monumental signature. So lucky that Joe was in town. So what he actually did, with Marvel, and when they released the Endgame Blu-ray earlier in August, they were doing this We Love You 3000 tour. So it hit a couple cities. In Chicago, the day of release, Joe Russo was at Best Buy in Chicago. So he was actually there meeting, signing. I got a picture of me and him on my Instagram as well if you want to check that out too. But I had him sign the Steelbook, and then had him sign the Infinity War print. And I mean, I love this signature so much because this kind of paper here sometimes doesn't take too well with paint pens. And you really kind of need a paint pen to make it pop. But, you can see on the Steelbook here, awesome his signature, but, kind of scribbled in a little bit, no problemo, but this here came in nice and thick and full, and it looks amazing, and just super pumped about that. So meeting Joe Russo was fantastic. I mean, all of these were fantastic. I think I got through all of them. I don't think I'm missing anything, so I think that's everything. The only ones that I don't have that I have to talk about quick, though, is on my Empire Strikes Back poster. So at Celebration this year, got a couple autographs on there. John Ratzenberger, and who is, Bren Derlin, of course, from the Rebel Alliance side. Michael Culver. Who is this? Call him back. Then you got Michael Culver and Julian Glover, who are Captain Nita and General Veers. So got a couple autographs on that poster. I don't have it right now because it's sent off getting signed by Harrison Ford. So that's kind of like the monumental, just like cap on everything is Harrison Ford. I don't know when the signing's taking place. I think they're still trying to figure out the exact date, but that signature right there, when that thing comes back, is going to be the holy grail of holy grails. I'll probably do a video just kind of showing that poster because I got so many awesome autographs on there. And it's been an incredible journey meeting all these people. But Harrison Ford, for the first time ever, I think it was at the end of last year, was accepting send-in items to be signed. The only way you can get a Harrison Ford autograph is stalking him out somewhere, or every once in a while he would do a private signing, but you would just have to buy like pre-signed 8x10. He wasn't accepting things to be sent in, so you couldn't take a piece that you've been working on and get that added into it. Now he started doing that. This is only the second time ever, and who knows if it's ever going to happen again. It was a ridiculous amount of money, and I probably would have never thought twice about spending this kind of money on something unless I could get it on the poster, you know, to have that name with all the other names I have on there. So that will be on the way. I am ridiculously excited about that and anxious as all hell that that poster's not on the wall. That's where Rogue One is. Rogue One's kind of taking place right now. That's where the Empire poster sits. So that's kind of a placeholder for now, and then that'll be back up on the wall right there. So that's going to do it, though, guys. I think I got through everything. Again, Night of the Creeps and Monster Squad, those are on the Instagram. I will definitely pop those in a video at some point once I have them up on the wall. I'm just not a lot of space to put things up anymore. So if you guys are autograph collectors or whatever you've collected, I'd love to know what you guys are out there collecting and stuff. More videos, of course, will be on the way. Happy New Year. Again, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you all next time.